Well, supporters of the jailed Russian opposition activist Alexei Navalny say he could die within days. They're calling for mass protests on Wednesday to draw attention to Mr Navalny's deteriorating health. Doctors say blood tests indicate he's at risk of both kidney and heart failure. Well, Mr Navalny is on hunger strike because he's not being allowed access to his own medical team. Sophia Tran-Thomson has the story.
He's Vladimir Putin's most vocal opposition activist, and even from the Pokrov penal colony east of Moscow where he's being held, Alexei Navalny's anti-Kremlin rhetoric has continued. But after 18 days on a hunger strike, a doctor who received blood test results showing Navalny has dangerously high levels of potassium in his system says he could die in prison. Yaroslav Ashikmin wrote on social media, "Our patient could die at any moment," and said he should be observed in intensive care as fatal arrhythmia can develop, causing cardiac arrest. Navalny is on hunger strike to demand access to an independent medic after his lawyers said he was suffering from 2 spinal hernias and was beginning to lose feeling in his hands. The prominent anti-corruption campaigner endured a near-fatal poisoning with a nerve agent last summer. When he returned to Russia, he was arrested on arrival and is serving 2.5 years on a fraud charge widely seen as politically motivated.
Putin is a killer. He tried to kill Navalny last year, and now Putin feels like he can finish the job. Putin has history. He's in power for 21 years, and he recently signed this law that will allow him to stay in power for the rest of his life. He is a dictator. We are on the verge of another tragic death of an opposition leader in Russia. And unless you do something now, your ambassadors can go lay flowers at the place of Navalny's murder, like they do now on the bridge where Boris Nemtsov, my great friend and ally, was murdered.
President Biden has condemned the treatment of Navalny, calling it unfair and totally inappropriate. Meanwhile, on Friday, Russia's prosecutor filed a lawsuit to declare Alexei Navalny's anti-corruption foundation and network of political officers as extremist organizations, threatening that anyone linked could face criminal prosecution. But his supporters are pressing ahead with plans to protest to demand his release once they get 500,000 signatures of support. With some 50,000 still to go, they now say his deteriorating health makes that rally more urgent than ever. Sophia Tran-Thomson, BBC News.